Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
65.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Down Cleveland.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take a shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to Odell.
An 18-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 48-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Ready? Let's go. Stick.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dennis.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll move the chains. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Browns 7.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. There's Garoppolo to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Baltimore.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 16, Garoppolo. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
29 is the Mike 29. Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to
Taylor Gabriel, 29 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this is Gabriel on the catch.
complete to Taylor Gabriel.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Dancing to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline. And
so on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
For the Browns field goal.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
5-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
To kick off for Baltimore.
see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of
37.
First down, Cleveland.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
A gain of
good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and 8.
8-yard line.
Mayfield down. That's complete right around the 8. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
14-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Focusing on me was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn them. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Browns 24. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Taylor Gabriel.
Touchdown.
76 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
His kick is good.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Johnson on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. This is Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They will run again with Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10. 13. Coleman now. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second and 7 from the 20. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And it's third down.
Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 11 now. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know, I've been through that one. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. I feel the way that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do nothing. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put it. She ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down 1. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down 1. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to do